Hello lovers, welcome back to another For the Marriage video. I am Lacole Hanson, and if this is your first time to this channel here, one, welcome. Two, make sure you find the subscribe button below and click it. Over here at For the Marriage, our mission is to provide positive content, services, and products that help marriages reconnect, thrive, and build fulfilling marriages worth having. So if you are looking for a positive marriage community like that, I highly encourage you to click that subscribe button below. Three, thank you so much for joining me in this video. For my old lovers, you know it's always a pleasure to have you back. Thank you so much for joining us in this video. I have a good topic for us today, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I wanted to talk about this topic because I definitely think it's important for us to touch on the things that happen after the I do's, but before the death do us part. I think that middle section is so important, and there's so many emotions and things that are going on in that middle part that we need to uncover. So in this video, I'm going to give you all 6 things that you may experience in that middle portion after the I do's and before the death do us parts. Let's get into number 1. So number 1 is going to be something that we can all expect in our marriage, which is challenges. You are going to face challenges throughout your marriage. I don't think that anybody out here who is currently married, whether you've been married for a few months or multiple decades, you have experienced some type of challenge. Now, these challenges can be spouse induced, or it can be challenges that come from the universe that we have no idea why they are happening to us. I always say it's not about the challenge, but about the people, the couple, the marriage that is going through the challenge. And when you're going through challenges, you can see if you have a strong foundation or if there's some cracks or some repairs that need to happen to your foundation. And it's never too late to fix up, the foundation regardless, right? So just remember that we all experience challenges, and just because you're experiencing challenges does not mean that that is the end or has to be the end of your marriage. So number 2 is going to be a fun one, and it is actually talking about fun. I think that we need to understand that marriage can be, and it is fun. Like, I enjoy being married. I enjoy everything about marriage. I think that marriage is a beautiful thing. Hence why I have this small business called For the Marriage, and I turn my YouTube channel into the title For the Marriage, because I do believe in marriage, right? And I do believe that marriage should be fun, and we have to be in control of that funness. Like, I know one of the reasons why I married my husband was because he's charming and he makes me laugh. And we're entering our 8th year of marriage. We're at 7 years and 9 months of marriage, and he still makes me laugh, and we still have some good fun over here in the Hanson household. And I think it's very important, and it's what has kept us together so long, is that we have been through our fair share of challenges, very hard and difficult challenges. But at the end of the day, like, my husband still makes me laugh, and I feel like I still make him laugh. Like, I still see him like laughing or shaking his head like, this girl is crazy. So we're definitely having fun over here, and I encourage you all to understand, like, yes, marriage is serious, but it's also fun too. So make sure you're having fun in your marriage. Now for number 3. Number 3 is a big one, because I definitely struggle with this one in the beginning of our marriage because of what I've heard. And what I heard was that you should never go to bed mad. You should never go to bed mad. You know how hard that is to do, to not go to bed mad, especially when you're somebody who wears your emotions on your sleeve. Like, it's so hard and so difficult. So I have already broken that rule multiple times. And it is something that we definitely need to talk about. Like, I don't know anybody, and if you can really find somebody on this earth that has been married for some time now that's never gone to bed mad, like, please let me know who they are, because I want to talk to them, right? I am in love with my husband, and I know that some of you all are definitely in love with your spouse, right? So at the end of the night, when you all have gone into an argument, you have probably gone to bed mad multiple times, just like I have. So I just want us to understand, like, even though that is out there, it is something that still happens every day. Somebody who is watching this video right now is probably going to go to bed mad at their spouse tonight, right? One thing that my mom has shared with me that actually helps me is, like, you can go to bed mad, but at the end of the night, just make sure before you go to bed, you kiss your spouse. You give them a hug. You let them know that you love them, because that is what's important, right? Sometimes those arguments are not going to be fixed. Sometimes those arguments are going to last for a day or two. Like, sometimes it's going to even last for a week. You're going to be mad, right? But at the end of the night, if that situation is not fixed and you are still upset, go to bed. But just make sure you kiss your spouse, let them know that you love them, and that, you all can fix the issue at a later date. Because I just know I'm not the only person out here that has gone to bed mad. So that's number 3. Number 4, it ties into number 2, right? And it's so important. We have to continue to make memories with our spouse. It's so important. In the beginning stages of relationships, you all are being intentional, or you're not probably being intentional in making memories, right? You're still going to go back into, my husband and I, we still go back to the very beginning when we were just friends, and we talk about those things. And, now those are distant memories. And now, we have to be intentional about creating memories with, our family, and then also too, just me and him. It's so important to continue to create memories within your marriage. And you do that by having those fun times. You just don't want to have those bad memories because you've been through a struggle or a challenge or whatever the case may be, and those memories that you have with your spouse are so dark and like gloomy, and it's just like bad, right? You want to create those fun memories where you all are just laughing and having a great time and experiencing and adventuring things with each other. So that is going to be number 4. Continue to create memories. Number 5. This is a big one. This is a huge one, right? There are going to be some rough decisions that need to be made in your marriage, right? Whether that's because of health, finances, letting family or friends go, right? Picking up your house and moving it to a different state, whatever the case may be, there are going to be some hard and rough decisions that are going to be put in your marriage lap, and you and your spouse are going to have to come together and make decisions, some rough decisions, right? But at the end of the day, it's about 2 people coming together and making these decisions together. I definitely think that decisions should not be made, especially those serious, heavy decisions, just through one spouse, right? You have to come together and you have to make those decisions. And it makes it harder when one spouse is going that way and the other spouse is going that way. And that's why it's important for you all to come together and move forward as one, right? So there are going to be rough decisions, but just know, like, live with the decision that you all make and move forward. Hard times don't last forever. Just remember that. And number 6 is going to be the final one. I wanted this one to be last because I am truly changed by the definition of what a best friend is. I definitely think when you get into a marriage and it is a healthy marriage and you two are in love with each other and working as a team, then the definition of best friend will change. I know for me, growing up, I had my high school friends, and then I joined the military. I had my military friends, and I've met friends along the way. But at the end of the day, once I met my husband, the definition of best friends started to change. And over these last few years, it has really changed, and it has been very clear of what a best friend is to me. You know, my husband is my confidant. He's my husband. He's my partner. He's my lover. You know, he's my friend. He's someone that I trust, right? So at the end of the day, when I look at the definition or how I would define friend, it's only fitting for one person. You know, in high school you can have multiple best friends and stuff like that, you know, and as you go through your life. But once you get married and you really find the person who works with you and you all work well together, the title of best friend is only fitting for one person. I would love to know what you all think about that. Like, has your idea or your definition of what a best friend has it shifted since you've gotten married? Let's talk about that in the comments below. I hope that this video was helpful to someone. I hope that you all understood what I wanted to do in this video. I think it's very important for us to talk about that in between, you know, in marriage, after the I do's, but before the till death do us part, what's going on in the middle. Some of the things that we all have in common with being married is some of these things, right? We're going to experience those challenging times. We should continue to make memories with our spouses. We will go to bed mad, but at the end of the day, we definitely want to have fun, right? So it's just some of those things that I want us to start thinking about and talking about. So hopefully, like I said, this video was helpful to someone. If you like this video and you've made it this far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I enjoy creating videos for you all, and I just want to know that you all are liking what I'm putting out there. I also want to remind you all too a few things, right? December Mystery Love Bag is available for purchase. December's Mystery Love Bag. It's going to be a fun one. I think that it's going to be like a little risque one. I am trying to get into that, like, you know, some risque things, right? We're adults, we're married, we want to love on our spouses and things like that. So December's Mystery Love Bag is incorporating that side of marriage, right? And then also too, we have our Etsy shop. If you are interested in some marriage goodies, go ahead and look into our Etsy shop. It's a shop full of marriage goodies, marriage inspired goodies for people who are wanting to thrive, reconnect, and build a fulfilling marriage worth having. So go ahead and check out our Etsy shop. And then if you have not signed up yet for our email list, head over to forthemarriage.com and click on sign up for the emails so that you can start getting our emails and know what's going on at For the Marriage. Until next time, lovers, let's continue to do marriage right. Bye-bye.